Okay, so session 1, how to hold your yarn. Just worth noting, I'm right-handed, so that's how I will teach you. If you're left-handed, I'm a little bit stuck, but reverse it, see what works for you. You have to excuse me, gardening wounds. There are loads of different ways to hold your yarn, so I will just teach you or show you how I hold it. But explore if that doesn't feel right for you. There's loads of YouTube videos, I'm sure, or diagrams on the internet showing different ways of holding it. So I hold the end of my yarn. I bring my second and my fourth finger down, and I just tuck the yarn into there. So that's how I hold my yarn. Obviously your end will have your slip knot on it. I'll show you another video on how to do that. So if you're starting up now, my second and my third finger will go down. I pick up the yarn, and then my middle and my thumb come round to hold the yarn here. So that's really important. A couple of things here you need to be mindful of. You don't want to clamp down these fingers so that the yarn is literally fighting to come through. You want to leave them kind of quite nice and gappy so that there's room for the yarn to come through. You can see it's easily sliding through. The other thing to note is that you want this to be very neat. You don't want this finger all the way back here, because it's just making the next steps all really difficult. This formation will change constantly while you're crocheting, so I always find myself dropping it and picking it back up again. That's why this simple action is really important to learn. When I'm teaching, I basically tell my girls to go home and do it like 100 times, 150 times. Keep on doing it until it's literally second nature. It's gonna feel really awkward at first. It's gonna feel really stiff and just a bit hard, but keep with it, because this is how you hold your yarn is so important. And as I say, if you're not feeling how I'm showing you, go and find another one. But how you hold your yarn impacts the tension of your work and then ultimately your speed. So yeah, as I'll show you once again. So second and fourth finger down, the rest of them up. Pick up the yarn, wiggle it so that the yarn comes nicely down to the bottom of your fingers, and then take your middle and your thumb to hold your yarn here, and your second finger acts like a little anchor here. So it just keeps this nice and tight. Without that here, you can see the tension's gone, and once we start doing stuff like picking up the yarn, it just makes it much more difficult. So second and fourth, pick it up, middle and thumb to hold your yarn. And as this slides, which it will do as you're going through your work, you just do this again and again, and literally I constantly am doing that, and that is how I hold my yarn. Obviously, if that's not right for you, try and find another one, but definitely work on a way of holding your yarn so that you've got stability and you can use your work.